Alright, there we go. Should be live now. And we are. Give me a couple seconds to try and get this started up. Because it's not really working. Can't get my sim up to connect. See? It's not working. Which is annoying. That is quite annoying. Can't get it to connect. What? That's so weird. Do I have to just restart this phone? Oh, it's because it keeps going on a different, like the wrong Wi-Fi network. That's why. I just try that. Ah, no, it works. Right, can I turn this off now? Considering it's not connected to my phone. Yes. Alright, now we go. Got it fixed. Sometimes you have to just have patience with technology, right? There we go. Alright. Welcome, welcome. Alright. Well, we'll just do one practice start, I guess. Considering it's already starting. I just had to set up everything again. So yeah. First race of the day. So we'll see how it goes. Should also have a lamp now. That's me not being entirely sure if the lamp is gonna work. Alright. Should we get quick to main menu and let's join the race. I have to actually... Alright. Why am I getting pinged? Junk. Hey, okay. Obviously I want this. Trailing, yes, we want trailing. I guess we could get rid of pedal, right? Maybe. Because we have that anyways. Steering, does it now? Sure. No. I know, I'm guessing I'll just get rid of the steering as well. If it doesn't work, I might as well just disable it, right? Alright. I think this is better. Let's get our car set up for qualifying. Let's do that, shall we? So 6, 4, 5. Wrong side. 6, 4, 5. A bit more than 2 laps of fuel, and 48.5. 51.5. There we go. Quali has been set up. So now we'll see how that goes. Only thing that I am trying to figure out, right, is whether or not the sound is good. And with the sound, I do mean the microphone sound and all that kind of stuff. Because I was rewatching yesterday's stream, as I always do, and I wasn't entirely sure about the I wasn't entirely sure about the microphone quality. I thought it was a bit inconsistent, and I'd rather have it more consistent, more, um, be boring. I guess. I mean, it's not really, because otherwise I'm like, obviously when you're talking, you're a bit moving your head and all that kind of stuff. When you're racing, you do this. So I'm trying to find a good middle ground, really. And then obviously the music as well wasn't completely there, but I think the music is there now. So that's good. So yeah, I guess we'll have to find out. This the first race, how everything is today, and then we'll see, right? We do have some extra setup work, I guess, that I'm gonna have to do. Anyways, so what's up, Viz? How are you doing today? No 2.4 hour for me this week. I'm not doing the team event. Didn't have the time. This is probably going to be one of my last streams for the month. Maybe I can do another one in 2 weeks. But for now, it's going to be a long stream. I'm thinking 3 hours, 4 hours maybe. It's only 7, so I wanted to start earlier, but I couldn't. You finished the LMS 60? Every single one of them, but no overcut gains. Yeah, I mean, it happens, right? Can't have everything. It's insane since you were doing 4 seconds consistently. No, that from 4:01. Yeah, I mean, .0s, right? Not 4 seconds. You got your diamond badge back? Well, we are in the warning badge again, so it's gonna be a pit lane, most likely. But yeah. I don't know. Yesterday's stream was kind of a bit weird. Let's say that it was a bit weird because obviously we had a win in a fairly clean race. We had P2 in a fairly clean race, and then suddenly from that P2 I still got my warning badge back, which in my opinion made 0 sense. And then obviously the race afterwards was just mad. I mean, yeah, I'd take that too, right? I mean, obviously, isn't the LMS 60 also with more safety rating gain? So obviously, if you do better in those, you'll if you do cleaner in those, you'll get more. Audio is not synced. Fuck. Even in this stream? That's weird. Because in that case, I'm gonna have to do something. Alright, but I mean, if the audio is not synced, then I'm gonna have to definitely try something. I know how to fix it because I've had it before, but I thought it was a different issue. and it wasn't here for a while, so I'm just confused. Yeah, yesterday I noticed as well that it was fairly off. Today it's only 1 second. Okay, I can probably try and see what the problem is. I hope it's just something in the audio. I hope it's not NDI. Because if it is, then I'm basically screwed. Yeah. I mean, if you get more safety rating and all that kind of stuff from the ELMS 60, then obviously do the ELMS 60s, right? I mean, obviously on one hand, I get that the 20-minute races are that short in terms of, are that low in terms of gain. But I think compared to the gain that you can do in these races, compare that to the loss, and I think it's kind of unfair. I think there should be more gain, considering that you can lose a lot of safety rating in these races, but you can't really gain a lot of them in one. So it's kind of stupid in my opinion. But yeah, I'll look into fixing the audio. It's probably going to be something with one of my audio inputs. Let's hope it's that, because if it isn't, then I'm screwed. Oh, I fucked up the chicane. Yeah, I mean, I think I like doing these shorter races more because there's more action, but not per se, right? I like doing endurance races and all that kind of stuff, because of the strategies and all that kind of stuff. But I think the main thing that keeps me in these shorter ones is also just you can do a lot more races in the same amount of time. That you can do one ELMS 60, you can do 2 sprint races, right? So then it's, especially for a content perspective, much better to do this, at least while you're streaming, right? Because there's more to go around, there's more action. So if you, yeah, exactly, shorter races are quite well to learn tracks. I mean, to be honest, longer races are very good at making you have to learn the track, right? I'd say from the Qatar 10 hours, I have learned that track with the GT3. It's not perfect, but I'm quite sure that I know the braking points and all that kind of stuff quite well at this point. Because, I mean, you're driving at the track for 10 hours straight. Well, 5 hours, because it's like 2.5, and then you have your teammate take over. At least that's how we did it. But I mean, the shorter races also just give you different situations a lot more. Oh my god. That was... I lost my rear. That was weird. I didn't change anything from yesterday's configuration. It's weird how I lost the rear like that. So, have to look into that.
That time was a
4:04.27, not bad. Alright, so time to do a pit lane. To make sure that we survive. You know, the main thing that I was thinking about is I don't really think that the thumbnail is that good on this stream. Usually I put a lot more time and effort into making them. And also, just obviously, night is not a good thing for a thumbnail, like a dark thumbnail. So we'll see. You figured out your issue on Le Mans with the rears. Oh, you had to move the brake bias? I mean, it makes sense, right? But I don't know, I quite like this 49.5, 48.5, 51.5. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try this race just on 49. Actually, just 49.51. Yeah. Alright, in the meantime, let's check this, right? So the audio shouldn't be that bad, because when I'm the audio shouldn't be. That's weird. That is very weird. Very. Yeah, that's weird. Just, checking. But I think the issue is between my computer to the laptop. The video gets sent first, and then the audio gets sent. So I think that's a problem. And then obviously, next problem is the webcam is shit. But hey, it's better than nothing, right? No, but 1 second, I mean, technically 1 second is still quite a bit big of a gap, right? Also, it's going to be a white monster again today. It may or may not be 7 PM. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. I'm gonna drink a full can in the evenings, just a bit. It's quite good. It helps me sleep. Makes me more tired, actually. Like after the race, kind of like it. Alright, we should have the fuel. So yeah, I think what we're gonna have to do now is survive. Welcome to Bagel. You're gonna have to watch me suffer quite a bit. I mean, yesterday we did quite well. We got like a win and P2 finish, so it wasn't bad. I'm guessing I can probably take that with me to today. The pace is already there. Oh yeah, the warning badge. About that, we don't really know why we got it. We got a win in. So the first race was in the warning badge. We drove very cleanly, and then we got a the blue badge. Good driver badge, and then we won, and we did a P2, and then suddenly we got a warning badge again, and it's probably from people touching us. And then the last race was a shit show, where somebody actually rejoined the track in the middle of a chicane. Orthogonally. Because that's how you put your car. Had to make your car the biggest target, put it orthogonally on the track, on the racing line, in a chicane.
Green flag.
Yeah. So, that wasn't very fun. Right, no crash, that's good. That is very good. Yellow. Why is there a yellow? No reason. Okay. There we go. Reason for the yellow? No. Yeah. Exactly. That's the main point of this race. But I think what also happens is that because track limits takes safety rating, that might also be. I'm not entirely sure if it does, but it would explain. It would explain a lot, right? Oh, that was a track limit. Apparently not, because I slowed down. So yeah, I guess we'll have to watch and see what happens. How are we already 7 seconds ahead of the people behind us? How am I already P15? What? That's quite random, to be honest. Look at where the people ahead of us are, and the people behind us. That should not be like that. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking as well. Because I was doing it a lot more yesterday. And I felt I was doing better, so... Ah, fuck, I missed the breaking point. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well, that the yellows are full. I mean, they have to be, right? They have to be for the people behind us, because I'm not seeing a yellow on the right. Because I'm using Tiny Pedal with, like, the yellow flag to tell me in how many meters the incident is. You know, that way I have an idea of when I should look at for someone that might be doing something stupid, right? Alright, so just like that, you see how there's a yellow on the right corner? That's how I know, like, when... The brake pressure, I think it's just set to 100 kilograms. I think it's just full force. I didn't change the brake pressure. So, at least not in GT3s. In LMP3s I do, but... Oh my god, this guy's slow. This guy's incredibly slow. I've probably been there. I have to downshift to get the revs. Alright. I need to reduce that shit? Oh. Calling me surprised, I didn't know. Oh my god. What happened here? What the... What the hell happened here? I don't think you can change brake pressure while the race is going on, right? So... I guess we'll have to live with it for now. The guy behind us also spun. Just saw him in the mirror, getting close and then just yeeting himself off the track. Ah, it's not good. Yeah. Well, I'm focused. That's not the problem. Problem is whatever the hell these people are doing. It's kind of confusing me. Yeah, I've never really touched brake pressure in GT3s and all that kind of stuff before. I've only touched it in LMP3s. So, yeah. I mean, I've noticed that a lot of people are going to spin and crash. The gap between me and the leader is still 9 seconds. We started in the pits. How can it be that bad? Kind of confused by that one. That wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Obviously, I'm still like, what, 10 seconds slower than fastest laps, but... Alright, we'll change that for the next race, and then we'll see how that affects the cornering. I'm enjoying watching the racing in front of me. It's quite decent so far. At least I'm not really seeing any murders. Yeah, I mean, that would explain a lot, really. That's true. Oh god. Hello. Why does these guys brake so hot? Alright, let's see. Alright. Then we'll try 97% on the next race, because I don't think you can change it during the race. Wouldn't make really. I mean, it kind of would actually, wouldn't it? No way, you can only change brake bias, not brake pressure. There we go. So we're slowly gaining on P9, P8. That battle that's going on. That's gonna be track limit. No? Interesting.
Lap 4:05.54.
That is really interesting. Why would I not overtake the BMW? You think he's faster? Because he's not. I mean, I fear that he's going to make a mistake that's going to cost me. So I don't want to overtake him. I just want to not have to deal with him. Hell was that? I almost touched that guy. Holy fucking shit. Oh, I almost touched him. That was... Alright, so we won't go for an overtake then. But that was... yeah. Holy fuck. That was not something I wanted to see happen in front of me. I almost ran into him at full throttle, which is obviously not very great. Obviously. But yeah, so far we're doing good. P8, not bad. The Macca behind is kind of gatching on us though. But We'll see what happens. Oh, never mind. Beamer is dead. Murder. Absolute murder. Absolute murder. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. He doesn't have fuel. Absolute murder. Holy crap. That was not something I like seeing happen in front of me. The good news is that he didn't like take anyone out, so that's good. So at least that was clean, in the sense that he didn't take anyone down with him. But obviously it's Alexis's fault that's in front of me, because he literally just put him into the wall at quite some speed as well. Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the beamer did nothing wrong. So it's either the Lexus that did it on purpose, or the Lexus just doesn't know how to... doesn't know how to defend properly. It's gonna be something along that line, right? At least it's leaving space. That's good. Ah, track limit. Actually, none. I'm not entirely sure if top 5 is going to be doable, but we got 2 more laps. Well, 1 more after this. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So far, I think it's fine. Just have to make sure that we're not in any danger with the Lexus behind us. And considering that he has murdered someone before. And obviously I don't want to be involved with another one anytime soon, right? So yeah, it is what it is. We're slowly gaining on the Merc in front of us, so that's going to be interesting. Yeah, I took 6 laps of fuel, to be sure. Because especially in warning lobbies, you don't really know the pace of the people that's starting in P1, because it could be an alien, you know, with a warning badge. So I just decided to... yeah. I just decided to overfuel a bit. It's fine. I know next race I'm not gonna do it. Thinking of maybe just taking 5 laps of fuel plus a teeny tiny margin. But I'm guessing that I'm not gonna reach any races where the races are gonna go for 6 laps. So I shouldn't take that fuel that I've been taking so long so far. That's obviously gonna make us lighter as well, right? So lighter means more speed means faster lap times means pole, but no, I'm just kidding. It's not Formula 1. But I mean still. I can't commit as hard as I want to here because this guy is all over the place. And I kinda don't want to be involved in an incident. So I'll play it safe. Alright, we'll try him, we'll try for an overtake in Sector 2. Nah, it sounds like a good idea. Oh, we got a bad Sector 1. Bad entry, bad exit. Happens. Fine with taking one track limit. Oh. Ah, that was bad. Yep. It's fine. I'll try and defend into the corner, but I don't think I got it. No. Shit. I screwed up. Well, mistakes make a person, right? Mistakes make a person. And apparently, my mistake wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Because, yep. There we go. Not bad. Only, what, 2 minutes 31 in this lap. Alright, we're doing good. We're doing good. Is that a McQueen Corvette? Or am I... Is it just a red one? It's just a red one. Oh, I had a bad exit there. I just need to stay in front of him. Can't really overtake in Indianapolis. What am I saying? Indy. Alright, let's go. Yep. And into the wall he goes. Ah, damn, I didn't want to take any more racing track limits. Alright, GG. I don't want to try and see what happens. I really want to see what happened back there. With our good friend Mark. Is it this one? Yes. No, it's not. This one. Let's see what happens, right? No, it's not this guy, it's this guy. It's already happened at this point. Alright, let's see what happens. So, he comes into the corner. Oh, okay, so first thing is he hits the bump here, right? So he goes for the bump. He goes another time for the curb. Yeah, he went for the curbs. And then he hits the wall, which sends him overcorrecting, and then he kills himself in doing his overcorrecting. That sucks. That sucks a lot. But that's racing. That's racing for you, brother. Not everything goes exactly like you want it to. Alright. I shouldn't register, alright. It's like a racing coach. Alright, let me see. Alright, catch you later, Bagel. Have a good race. Stay safe. Alright, so let's wait till the results are in. Yeah. Wait, Riz, before you go, what was the ratio for the brakes again? 97%, right? I think it was 97% that you said. I'll try that and then we'll see if it works. In the race, the next one. Kind of want to see if this gets me out of the warning badge, as I'm hoping it does. %, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I don't do dives. The only times I've done a dive is because I genuinely missed the braking point and the other person just noticed that. Or on Fuji. On Fuji I do dives. I don't know why. I like doing dives on Fuji. I'm able to get away with it on Fuji, to be honest. A lot. I've not really crashed on Fuji. Because of me going for a dive, so I didn't do it on Le Mans. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I really want to. Is it this long the wait because the people behind us were that slow? No. I didn't even get a new badge. What is this bullshit? I only got 2 bars. What? Shouldn't. Yeah, because I got 1 invalid lap. I suppose. 1 position gained in a solid front and back. That's crazy. Yeah, okay. Should be fine. Back to profile now. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking that it might be better to just, you know, stick behind them and watch for them to do a mistake or just overtake them cleanly in a... Check leaderboard? Why would I check the leaderboard? I'm position 4,000. 7 seconds off the pace. What's the special here? I mean, to be honest, it's like 404 what I'm doing, right? In race. These guys are doing 356. 359 stop 100. Well, this is GT3, right? I don't know what you're talking about, Viz, but this is the correct category. We're just slow. At least on Le Mans. We are quite slow. Alright. $402 or 403. I can't click on this. What? I can't click on the next button. Nice. Good game. Good game. I can't click on the leaderboard. Next page. Oh, now I can. Alright, this is still four zeros. 4 zeros. I think the most time that we can get is in sector 3 and in sector 2. Alright, see you, mate. I thought, oh no, you mean, nice humor, yeah, I mean, 403, so, what is this, 38, yeah, so my sector 1 is kind of the same. Most of the time I lose is in sector 2 and sector 3. To make up a second, I basically lose a half a second in sector 3 and half a second in sector 2. So we know where the time is, because 3:49, I'm actually faster than this guy in sector 1. So I can't make up time there. Most of the time I lose in sector 2 and 3, which is normal, right? I'm losing a bit of time in the bus stops, and both of the bus stops, and then in sector 3 I lose a lot of time in the braking. But I think we'll be able to get that figured out by doing this different brake bias, brake pressure. Let's try this. Oh no. What are we gonna try? Brake bias on 49 and TC from 65. So this one to 5, 4, 5, 4, 6, and then this to 49. And then wheels and brakes to 97. And then way less fuel. How much do I need? For quality I need like 2 laps. So this. Alright, let's test this out real quick. Better front rotation and stability on rears, which gives us understeer. Alright. Let's see if it does what you claim it to be. And I trust you. Trust it. I just want to test it out real quick. Especially on these corners real quick. Already feeling light, but that's qualifying, so. Oh, I screwed up. It's feeling lighter, so I think we should be good. Ah, no, I'm expected to finish second. Oh no. That is not great. Wait, did I use a set of tires for this? No, right? Alright. I need more fuel. Just a teeny tiny bit more fuel. Yeah, I think the first race is definitely going to be more practice than racing, but it feels light, so might be better. And we'll see, obviously, what it brings us, right? Just have to make sure that I don't bin it like all the other people that crash into the Dunlop Bridge. So that's obviously not something we want to be doing. Oh, it feels a bit too light there, to be honest. Alright, I'll see you, mate. Have a good one. Good luck with your race and most definitely your homework, right? Come on, stay straight. It's a dumbass call. Straight. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that. We're still in the warning split, so it's not much racing I'm gonna be doing. It's gonna be clean driving and maybe catching a win or two. Alright, see you, mate. Now, obviously, what we also have to do, right, is... So the car feels lighter, so I have to get used to it, and then, obviously... As soon as I'm more used to the car being lighter, we can push it more. Kinda gotta build my way up to the limit again. And then once we find that limit again, we can push a lot harder once more. I think that's going to be quite important. Oh, I kind of missed the breaking point there, and I went into the ABS a bit too hard in my opinion. But it's fine. We're fine. We're alive. We're doing good. I'm not using enough track in my opinion. Should be doing that a lot more. Alright, there we go. I hate my wheel. Look at how every time I try to go straight, it just overcorrects into the left. It's so annoying, and I can't fix it. It's just there. And I can't really solve it. Which is just annoying. Just going full send. Full send. Let's see if we can get a qualifying in. I'm sure we can. No we cannot, because I oversteer and then I understeer and there goes qualifying. Fuck! I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. I know what I did wrong. I should have lifted a bit more into turn 1 so that I didn't have so I had a better lineup for the chicane. It is what it is. We'll do a pit lane start and then we'll be fine. So yeah, it's a bit sad, but it happens. Let's make sure that it doesn't happen during the race, and we'll be fine. That's what it comes down to, right? So. I almost hit that cone. Guacamole. That's not great. But yeah, I'm thinking that in general we should be doing quite well. 92. Alright. It's worse as we're still, in my opinion, doing okay. Yeah. So sector 1 was screwed up. 45 seconds, we should be doing 38. 36. So that's 10 seconds slower than what we want to be driving now. And that's obviously gonna cost us a lot. So I guess sometimes you just have to live with what you got, right? So I guess it is what it is. I'm guessing that it's going to be a full 17. This lap, at best. She's incredibly slow, even for me. Qualifying, I should be doing 403s, to be honest. Yeah, we're 7 seconds slower. Fastest is 401. We actually lose 10 seconds by the time. Alright, I'm gonna check this, right? So we lost 7 seconds in sector 2. That 7 sectors, alright, that basically carries itself over into the next, onto the next, right? So 45 seconds, which is way too slow. So this is 38s. Use 38s, we're then into 134. So I did 1.5 seconds slower in that, in sector 2. And then 1.5 again in sector 3. So that's where the other 3 seconds come from. All of the other time is wasted in sector 1 because I spun. Otherwise I would have ended somewhere P5. It is what it is. I can't fight it.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Let's go risky. Let's take 5.2 laps of fuel. And let's just say it is what it is. And see what happens, right? Let's just go for a squid. Let's just go for it. Quickly gonna check something. Alright. So, oh, and no, it does close. Interesting. So the main thing that we have as our competition, quite literally, is myself. 546 should be.
Formation lap has started.
Should be fine. Ooh, 5 laps of fuel. I should have a bit more fuel than that, to be honest. I think that's not enough. This is better. This I can live with. Terms of fuel numbers. Alright, let's see where the people are. It'll take a while for them to get it. To be honest, the one thing that I don't like about Le Mans, before I say anything else, is the amount of time that you spend on the formation lap. Compared to any other track. I know it's like kind of percentage based of sector 3 from the start line to where you start, right, compared to the Itala. But for example, on Fuji you just have the main straight basically, but on Le Mans you have quite a lot of driving to do, and you don't really get a good run as well. Like, you don't get a good run either. So yeah, it's not perfect in my opinion. Could be done much better, but it is what it is. They're not going to do standing grid starts, which makes sense because they don't do them so. And obviously rolling starts also ensures that you don't have cars kind of like the Monaco Grand Prix where Max Verstappen wasn't able to start his car. So you don't have cars having that problem where they can't get off the line.
Green flag.
Now what I'm doing is quite risky by only taking 5.3 laps of fuel, but I think we should be fine. And otherwise I didn't take enough fuel, and then it is what it is. Alright, there's the yellow flag behind, so somebody already crashed. Alright. Doing quite well so far. P18. Not bad. We were expected to finish second. We're not. But, you know, it is what it is. We're doing okay in my opinion, so... We're trying to grind safety rating today. And get ourselves a good badge again. Because obviously that's a lot more important than trying somebody behind us crashed. The Maka crashed. Than getting driver rating, especially in these races. You don't really gain much anyways. The best ways to get driver rating is by driving championships or endurance races, just endurance weeklies, all that kind of stuff. The weekly races, they give you way more reward. But on those, you do have to watch it. If you crash, you lose a lot of safety rating. So. Oh my god, it's two Verstappen Racing liveries. It's a Verstappen BMW and it's a Verstappen Mercedes. Both of which I don't really like, right? To see that kind of livery on. Not particularly because I don't like the cars, I just don't like drivers that have those liveries because I know what kind of drivers they are. They think they are Max Verstappen. You'll kind of notice that a lot from that driving, right? Whereas if somebody has like a meme or something or just a normal racing livery, I kind of trust them a bit more than say Verstappen Racing livery. I don't trust those at all. Just like that BMW just showed why you don't have to, why you shouldn't trust those liveries. Because they basically spin themselves out because they're pushing way too hard. Right? I shifted too early. So yeah, you kind of have to take all of that into account and then just live. Basically have to watch. Oh my god. I'm not used to this brake bias in this TC setting. But it happens. I think we should be able to push more in the next lap too. Just have to get used to this different setting. Yeah, just have to get used to it, and then as soon as I'm used to it, we should be able to do much better with these settings. I think the main problem I'm having right now is the difference is kind of putting me off my game. So yeah, it's not perfect, but I think we'll be fine. I don't think we're going to get a good grid position though, which is sad. think to get that, we kind of dropped the ball in qualifying by spinning. So I have to make sure that I don't spin on this lap. Actually, no, the next lap on that corner, the Dunlop. What is it? Turn 2 and 3, 2, 3, yeah, something like that. What the hell was that? He just came out of nowhere. What the fuck? That was quite random. So yeah, we kind of just have to live with tiny mistakes for now. I'm feeling it quite a lot though, that the brake pressure is different. So I'm having to brake different. I'm not entirely sure if I like it. I mean, the tires are looking fine, so I don't know. Oh yeah. But we should have barely enough fuel. I'm just canning it out real quick.
That time was
Oh, that was a bad lap.
4.64.
It's on me. Because I did do a little spinning. Little spin here. We didn't do it this time, so much better. But somebody went off, and of course it's a Verstappen racing Mercedes. Oh, I made a big mistake. Yeah, it's gonna cost me. Damn. It's fine. And a Porsche behind me also crashed, apparently. It's not great for the Porsche. Alright, so the main thing, right, is we're trying to get our pace back, which is 404s, 405s. Trying to get that in this race at least. And then if I don't get it in this race, I might be able to get it in the next one again. But I do think if we just practice in racing, we'll be able to get our pace back. We're already 0.6 seconds behind, but I lost a bit of time in the entry of Sector 2, which obviously cost me a lot because mistakes like that, they carry with you for the entire Sector 2. Any mistake you make in the beginning of Sector 2, you carry over. Because that's how long the Mulsanne is. Basically works the same as any other straight, except it's a Mulsanne. It's so long that you actually have to worry about something like that. a lot more. Somebody went off. Alright, let's see. We're slowly gaining on our delta. Are you gonna make room for me? No. Not really. And now you're costing me a lot of time. A lot of time because I had to break. Ah, it's annoying. He's not even defending, he's just in my way. Because of the way these corners work, you can't really overtake him either. So I'm just stuck behind him. So yeah. I braked a bit too early. But at least it did give us the position. Which I like. There we go. Now we're gaining on a delta again. So I think 404s is definitely doable. If you had if I have a bit more of free track, obviously. Yeah. I mean, I'd like to get 356 or something. Alright. Obviously that's a bit optimistic, but a man can hope. Right? So yeah. We have a bit of free track now though. That's kinda good. Next 2 laps should be quite clean air. Well, not completely clean, but at least there's no car right in front of me that's gonna make me slower. So from now on, every mistake I make is on me. Probably not the best to say, but especially when I bottle the exit of the Mulsanne. Holy crap, I lost almost half a second there. Ah, that's not great. Not great. Not great, but also, I mean, it's fine. That's fine. Alright. I'm not gonna pit. Because I am gonna make an educated guess. In saying that it's only gonna be 5 laps. And if it isn't, then I'm screwed. They didn't have enough fuel for more than one more lap. And I'm running on fumes. Oh crap. It's gonna be a track limit, yep. Damn it. Ah, that sucks. This lap was doing so good. Alright, we should be fine. We should be fine in terms of lap time. There shouldn't be another lap. No, 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 no. I screwed up. Yep. All the way to the back we go. Screwed up, I did. My bad it is. Touched the curb, I did. Idiot, I am. The one curb you cannot touch in the Lexus, I touched. Oh well. It is what it is, I lost 10 seconds. But... I mean... 10 seconds is only 10 seconds, right? We're not going for safety, we're not going for driver rating in this race. Anyways, we're trying to get safety rating. So... I don't really mind getting these, if I'm gonna be completely honest. I just really hope that we're not gonna end up with 6 laps. I don't have the fuel to do another lap. And I think some people around us do. Ah, that's why. Yeah, I think the main problem is when you join, I spin. Settings is feeling... Sometimes it's a bit icy, but overall it's better than I had, right? Why does Bird break so early? That was... not on purpose, so go and then touch me. Oh, I'm quite scared of these two. They've both crashed into the wall quite hard. So it is what it is. Oh my fucking... Yep. I can hate this wheel. Got a puncture in my tire as well now. Puncture, suspension, error. What's up? Fucking hate this wheel. Somebody want a wheel that kills you when you're driving at 200 kilometers an hour? I'm giving it away for free. Sensor damage. I don't know what it was. But this is already... I mean, this is obviously not me doing this, right? I'm literally going straight. Right, we're going straight, and then you see this small, like the small little dot that it does, like to the left, the small left movement, and that sends me into the wall. Luckily, I saved it with my brakes, and I mean. Fucking great. Yeah, now I'm not getting my safety rating that I wanted to get, and I'm not getting... I'm probably losing safety rating. Yeah. And I'm not getting out of this warning badge bullshit. Because I made a contact. Yeah, look. Fucking bullshit. Hate my wheel. Alright, let's do something, right? Let's do something. We're gonna go on here, open a private window, and then we're gonna go to Merza. Let's see. How much is this shit? Hey. Yes, guess I'm gonna have to kill... Uh-oh. Oh yeah, it's a rookie badge. I was gonna say, is that a warning badge? Like a probation badge, but no, it's not. Not bad, Bagel. My wheel just killed me again. But that's quite a good finish, to be honest. That's very good. I had a bit of a problem in quali as well where I spun, but I'm still getting used to this new setup. Alright, so, I mean, the main problem that we had, right, is... good luck, Viz. Nah, I think the main problem is, right now we're just having to suffer with these, shitty ass wheel, right? The main problem that I have is that whenever we try something, the wheel just decides to nope, and it sends me either into a wall or just into someone, and then they stop blaming me, and I'm like, I did. It's not even my fault. We didn't even get to improve the lap time. That sucks. Still 7 seconds slower. I think... Yeah. I don't know, I kind of want to get an R5, to be honest. It's a bit more punch, and then if I eventually want to get a different wheel, at least with the R5 you have a bit more headroom. You know, if I want to get the KS one, but yeah, probably gonna buy an R3 in a month or so. Won't be streaming for 2 weeks anyways, and then I'm gonna have to do a lot of video making for the holidays. I'm gonna be quite absent, sadly, during those. On the other hand, we're still here. Trying to get my screen into a more... To be honest, Bagel, I think anything with something that I can feel the road through is a major upgrade. At this rate, a G29 is a major upgrade. So, yeah, we'll see, right? I guess an R3 is doable. It's like $300. Could probably find the money for that somewhere. I think my springs are starting to die here. It's not great. I mean, the main problem we have right now is that I can get the consistency, and I can get, no, yeah, I can see that she's in my game. I'm not seeing, she's probably not going to be in my lobbies. But it would be funny though. Fucking crash into her. Fucking murder. Straight up murder. I'm gonna be like, no, it was my wheel, guys. Definitely my wheel. Definitely not doing it for content. That'd be kind of funny, to be honest. Oh. Alright, let's see, right? We need our settings on 49. And now I forgot what it was. 546. 49.51 instead of 51.49. 546. And wheels and brakes on 97. Then we put the powertrain. No, not the powertrain. We get the laps to like 2 laps. A bit more than 2. 2.3. Alright, who's in our lobby? Let's see. Nobody I know. Nobody I recognize. So, holy shit, there's a lot of warning badges. I'm in split 30 and there's still 11 splits lower. So that means there's 11 more splits of stupid people. Or murderous people or whatever, right? It's not great. So yeah, I think I should change like the donation goal. Can I change it while it's active? So that it's... yeah, I mean, I've been in like the lowest split once before. After I did a very stupid crash, I basically killed like 4 people. Because of my wheel. And I was put into the lowest split, but that was during the day, so like I think it was split 21 out of 21. Wasn't as bad as this, right? And in that split, I think out of the 20 people that started the race, I think only 7 or 8 people finished. All of the other people got murdered. Which is kind of funny. At least to me, right? So I kind of find that to be quite hilarious. Yeah, through the gates of hell. So I guess we'll have to sit around and see what happens here. I might be able to get ourselves something in this qualifying. I'm hoping I can, to be honest, because that would be fun if I can get myself a decent position through qualifying. And just race, you know. Racing is always more fun than just doing a pit lane start and trying not to kill anyone or die myself. So yeah, obviously I just have to... Oh, fuck. Ah, we're good. I'm gonna have to see what happens, and then, you know, it is what it is. Like, you can basically see in the telemetry when my wheel does the left input on the straight. You can basically see when it happens. I'm not holding it right now, right? You see? Not holding it. My hands are here. Sometimes it just keeps going to the left. Stop and going qualifying, yeah. I mean, at least from what I remember, stop and go in qualifying doesn't really do much. Because you can't do 3 laps, so you're not really going to be penalized. Maybe it does, I'm actually not sure. What the fuck is this? Alright, but I mean, in general, we are doing quite decent, so. No, I don't think it does anything either, Bagel, so I think it's just there. Like, I guess it does something if the qualifying sessions were longer, like 15 minutes, because at that point you are going to be able to do more than 3 laps, and then you do have to serve that penalty, but otherwise it's not really going to affect your qualifying. Because qualifying is only 1-2 laps at most. Even on the shorter circuits. We're not driving Formula 1 cars, right? So. Let's see where we end up after this lap. The next one, I mean. Let's see. Oh, I was stupid. I let the car slide. Yep, that's costing me a second. Ah, I'm stupid. Damn it. Fuck. It's gonna be another pit lane. That's costing me 1.2 seconds. And it's gonna carry over. So I'm guessing it's gonna cost me 1.5 seconds. From a 404, what is that? 405? 405.5? Something like that. I'm guessing that's going to be what we're going to be looking at. Unless I can make up that time that I lost in Sector 1. Yeah, true. Pit lane is smart, but you know, the main thing is, I usually what I think is if I start in like the first 2 rows, if I qualify there, I think it might be worth just going on track and seeing how it happens, seeing how it pans out, because at that point, you know, you're gonna lose a lot of driver rating otherwise, but in this case I don't think it's gonna matter much anyways, because obviously qualifying is not great. So guess there's only one way to find out, right? That's when this lap is finished, we'll see how everyone else fares. And then we'll know. Sometimes I'm a bit quiet going into the corners because I want to try and focus. But then it's just that it's a bit easier to focus when I'm actually talking. I'm just, you know, multitasking and then just chilling, being in the moment a bit more. Just in the moment, just living. I think this is gonna be an okay qualifying. Still, me seeing it's gonna be an off. Oh my god! I lost all my time there. All the time that I gained throughout the entire track, I lost because I almost started spinning again.
That time was
Oh well.
06.13.
It is what it is. Let's get fuel in the car. Let's get new tires on these. On the car. Right, so last race we were fine taking 5.5 laps of fuel around here. So let's see if we can, if that was more of a guess and we just got lucky, or if it's actually a good number in terms of fuel. We still qualified 9th. What? This was absolutely awful. Alright. let's see. We lost 2 seconds and then 3 seconds, and that makes a lot of sense. Or 1.5 and then 3. That makes a lot of sense. Like,
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race.
Sector 2 wasn't that bad. You know what? I'm just gonna do 50% fuel. I'm quickly gonna go on check to check. Yes. Should be enough fuel. Alright, pit lane start. Anyways, how is you guys' day going so far? I've been talking a lot about myself lately, which kind of makes me sound like a egotistical prick. Obviously don't really want to be an egotistical prick, so how's you guys' day going? Did anyone do anything stupid today except for me crashing? I want to check one thing
Simulation lab has started.
really quickly. Alright, so on Twitch is looking fine. Just wanted to check the output on Twitch, because I can see the output on YouTube. I can't see the output on Twitch. Consistently, at least. So I have to check that, you know. Oh yeah, that's right, you're 5 weeks off. I mean, you basically got 5 weeks of holiday. That sounds crazy good. Yeah, 24 hours of Le Mans, Barcelona Grand Prix. I'm more into Formula 1 than endurance, to be honest. It doesn't mean I'm not going to watch 24 hours of Le Mans, but obviously it's qualifying tomorrow, so I'll be watching that instead. And just have the 24 hours. I'm going to watch the race start though, for sure. And the finish probably, but it depends, because I think the finish is at 3, and the Formula 1 Barcelona Grand Prix starts at 3 as well, on Sunday. Yeah, I mean, endurance got me kind of hooked, but not completely, because I just... Yeah, F1 does suck this year. I mean, to be honest, I've been watching free practice this year, more than I was before, just because I'm like kind of following the development of the cars more, because I kind of find it interesting how they, even with these shitty regulations, are still able to get some time out of the cars. But basically everyone in free practice today was complaining, so yeah, that was funny to watch. Somebody crashed. Oh no, I didn't. I thought somebody crashed, but it was just very far behind. Oh my god, what the fuck was that? I think my tires were just too cold. My tires were very cold. What the hell? Can't say I've had that happen before on an outlap. But yeah, I mean, Formula 1, I find it funny to... I find it like fun and engaging to watch. A very tiny preview, yeah, it's like a sneak peek, you know, of what's to come to the other people, not to me. We are not dying this race. Trust. And I'm gonna jinx it. And there's a yellow flag in front. Oh my god. Where does this McLaren come from? It's coming from Turkey or something. Just sending it. But I think Barcelona is going to be interesting. Especially considering the pace is very different between the teams this time around. It's obviously the Mercedes. Mercedes is doing good. Russell is doing good. Kimi isn't, which is interesting. Well, he's still doing good, but he's not in the top 3, but McLaren is. So it's going to be an interesting one to see if George can break his curse that he's had so far. See if he's as capable as we thought he was going to be in Australia in the beginning of this season. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch. And then obviously Max was having a very good pace. He didn't do many real runs to get qualifying pace. He just went for race pace, I guess. And see the tire deck. And his laps were quite decent. They were very stable. Yeah, I mean, I really dislike George as well. So I'm rooting for Kimi obviously. But I don't want him to take away Max's 10 win streak. So I'm kind of rooting for George in this one, just so that Kimi gets his streak. That's such a shitty thing to say, because I really like Kimi. I just really want Max to have that and to keep that streak, you know. So I just want actually kind of want Piastri to win, or Max. It's either Piastri, Max, or Charles. You know? It's one of those 3 I kind of want to see on the P1 this weekend. And considering that Norris was able to put a P1 in FP2, I'm just gonna let him go because he was pushing me very hard and flashing, which I find very annoying. So yeah, I mean, it'll be an interesting race. I mean, to be honest, the car has been, so I'm not counting him out, obviously. I mean, we saw Monaco, right? At least Monaco qualifying. But I was watching FP1 and 2 because Max said Barcelona is gonna show where we are at currently in development. And in FP1 he was complaining that the car was absolute dog shit, but in FP2 he wasn't anymore. And he just said, well, these tires are not good. Because on the soft tire he was having quite a good time, and then on the hard tire, even though he set a faster lap time on them, he just felt that the car was worse. So I'm guessing that Red Bull is probably going to do a soft medium on the race, unless tomorrow the extra marbles and all that stuff changes stuff. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. I really want him to win the Barcelona one, the Barcelona Grand Prix this year, because it's obviously 10 years since he got his first win in Formula 1 with Red Bull, and his first win in general. So it'd be kind of poetic in a way. But obviously Red Bull is coming out with an upgrade package in Austria in 2 weeks, which they said was going to be better, at least from what I remember. They came with a small one for Barcelona, and I thought they said by Silverstone or something that they want to be onto the minimum weight, that they're still trying to shed that last bit of overweight. I thought either in Austria or in Silverstone they're gonna reach it. So we'll see, right? Also, Hatcher isn't doing too bad either, so sad about what happened with Gasly and Monaco, but we'll see. Obviously the teams are fighting that decision. So we'll see how it pans out. So small touch. That was a very small touch. No damage, but I did touch him very slightly.
Lap 4, 0, 7.45.
I don't know what that was. I really don't. Oh my god. Can't seem to get a good exit anymore with these settings. Yeah, I got very lucky there. So I guess we'll have to sit around and wait. I mean, FP3 is tomorrow. I'll see if I watch that. I kind of want to, but I've got somewhere else to be. So, I mean, if I cancel that, I can watch. And then, so we have FP3 and then qualifying in the afternoon at 4, I think. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. I guess. And then for Le Mans, I mean, Le Mans is going to be a good race. I think there's quite some contenders in Le Mans that have fair chances at winning. So well, fair chances at winning. It's an endurance race, an endurance race, right? So you never really know what happens. I mean, I thought that Max was going to win the Nürburgring 24 hours. Instead, his gearbox decided to say no. Or was it the transmission? One of the two. Yeah, I'm kind of rooting for the Genesis hypercar as well. Or maybe Alpine. Bit of both. Because, I mean, it's Alpine. Drive shaft, that's what it was. I really don't want Alpine to go. So yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens in the mall. And then, yeah. I like endurance racing though, it's There's not something I'd watch for 24 hours unless I'm rooting for a specific team or driver. And with Le Mans, I just don't have that. So I'm just rooting for some teams in general, but it's not like I'm involved, right? Quite different in Formula 1. I mean, I've been rooting for Verstappen since the beginning, right? So that's gonna be at least I used to get to like school with a Max Verstappen sweater. With like 33 on it. I might have that somewhere. Still have Max Verstappen socks, like with 33 on them. What is this guy doing? I don't know, I've been watching Formula 1 since I was a child. Because my dad's been watching Formula 1 since I don't know, fucking 80s or something. So yeah, I still remember the screaming engines on TV when I was very little. We used to watch it in German. It's kind of funny. I don't know, I've never been to an actual race. I've been to free practice in Spa. But I haven't been to a race yet. Free practice I did. I think on a Friday. So that was two hours basically, you know. Because the logic was, well, we can go free practice and you know, have the racing experience, and then we can be at home for the actual race because the race has more cameras, and then we can actually watch the race. Yeah. I mean, it's good if you have good seats, right? If you pay for good seating, then obviously you'll have a good view, but I think it used to be much better visiting the actual races when the sound was much better, right? When you could actually feel the sound. But obviously, because you don't feel the sound anymore as much as you used to be able to, it kind of lost its... And obviously with like the TV and the way that you can watch races nowadays. I mean, I've seen some people online with entire Jesus. Entire racing, like, basically a control room. Every car's on board. You know, all that kind of stuff, and I'm just watching now. Why are you this much of a fan? Like, I get being a fan of Formula 1, I am too, but this is a bit excessive, don't you think? And they're like trying to justify the decisions. I'm like, yeah, I mean, whatever floats your boat, right? If you like this, then you like it, but no, we are good on fuel. The leader is doing what, 401s or 2s. If you want to be able to do 6 laps, the leaders need to be able to do 355s, I believe. Otherwise, you just do 5 laps instead of 6. 6 laps is basically for the top splits only. Somebody ran out of fuel behind me. Oh, that's why that Horvat was that slow, wasn't he? Would explain a lot. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I kind of want to go to another Formula 1 race. Just to experience the experience, right? Makes sense? Kind of problem is that there's no Dutch Grand Prix next year, and then you only have Spa, which is close by. Otherwise, I'd have to go to Hungary or something. There's no Dutch Grand Prix next year, which I'm kind of sad about. I like that race. It wasn't even on the calendar for that long, in my opinion. Oh fuck, I overshot my braking plan. Although, to be honest, I do kind of feel that we should have less Middle East. Yeah, Sanford does have something special. So I'm kind of sad about seeing it go. And then Spa as well, being on rotation with Barcelona. I do not agree with that decision at all either. I think they should have put one of the track Monaco on the rotation with Monaco. just remove Monaco at that point and just make it keep Barcelona and Spa, right? Especially Spa. I think Spa is much. It's the best track I think for Formula 1 because it's such a long track compared to the others. And it has a lot of elevation, Eau Rouge, which is very difficult. So it does have all of that, right? Yeah, definitely. If there was less Middle East, less Middle Eastern races, we wouldn't have issues where. Exactly. And like, look. I'm not completely against Bahrain and Abu Dhabi because those tracks are still decent. Qatar must go. Qatar for Formula 1, it's a MotoGP track. Why is it even in Formula 1? It has no point in being in being there, right? At all. Qatar must go. So, yeah, I mean, and then Vegas obviously isn't great either, but it does allow for some racing. Miami as well. The street circuits, but at least they allow for some racing to happen. Doesn't happen on Monaco, for example, where you're just watching a procession for 2 hours. Because that's all it is, right? Just watching a procession, and then it's kind of boring to watch Monaco. We shouldn't have Monaco, but or if they want to do Monaco, it should be different, as to just maybe 2 or 3 races that are more sprints. I mean, doesn't Spa have a couple? One, it has 2. I think Baku is kind of interesting because it does allow for overtakes, and it has a couple very tricky corners. I think Baku can stay. Compare that to tracks like Qatar. should get rid of Qatar. That track is a waste of time. I was gonna say somebody called Ayrton Senna in here, but no. I think. One second, let me. So which tracks do we have? We have some of the tracks are in LMU, right? So we have what do we have? Oh, that's right. Portimao. Kind of think this one would be interesting in Formula 1. Don't know why. But it would be interesting. Not really saying it's good, but Imola. It's a good one for Formula 1, to be honest. Don't know why it's gone. Monza, not so much of a fan of Monza. At least for Formula 1, it's kind of eh. Interlagos is good. Bahrain is good in my opinion because it does have some straights, and yeah, I know it did Portimao in COVID years, but I'll see you. And then, I mean, this one is great. Le Mans would be funny. Spa is great. Kota is eh. Fuji would be funny in Formula 1. This one is just big ass cross. Like, get this out of Formula 1. Sebring, Silverstone is good Formula 1 in my opinion. I like that one could say. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm tired. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna end the stream. And I am going to sleep. And then I'm going to record some races so I can so guys, thank you very much for watching this stream, and I'll see you guys in